Welcome back to Sunrise, everyone. We want to get back to our top story right now. And America is under attack this morning with Iran firing a barrage of missiles at US bases in Qatar and Iraq.
Yeah, for more, Jonathan Gilliam, retired Navy SEAL and FBI Special Agent, joins us now live. Great to have you with us again. So no reports of any casualties so far. How do you expect the White House to respond to this?
Well, President Trump seems to be very poised in the way that he responds to things, just like the tariffs. I think the tariffs are a perfect example of how he works these situations, and he doesn't rush into things. And that is very important when you're in an age of retaliatory warfare, response warfare, which I think is the most ineffective type of warfare that there is, where you go tick for tack against an enemy. And I think since nobody was injured, I would hope that he would prevail in being patient and working with Israel if they need the help. And at this point, I think the threat is we've seen for many, many years with Iran. It's not that it's I don't want to minimize it, but they are a much bigger bark than their actual bite. And I think this shows it.
Jonathan, where's one of the most dangerous places in the world right now?
Oh, that's a good, well, Mexico for sure is the most dangerous. But I think in the United States, the fact that our borders have been open for so long, it's interesting how Israel has a level 4. The State Department just rose them to a level 4 threat level. But yet they have secured borders and have not allowed that many people to be able to get into that nation unscreened, even though they are where they are and they have so many enemies surrounding them. Transpose that to the United States. We've had open borders for 4 years, and we know a lot of the people that have come here, but we have no idea about the overall amounts of people that were able to just walk right in. That is the problem, and that is where, as I was saying, the possibility rises greatly. And when you have the probability, which is the numbers, when the numbers start to say that it's a high likelihood that that could happen, then you have a real problem.
Yeah, those proxy groups and terror attacks, definitely a threat at the moment. All of this is far from civilised, but the idea that Iran gave notification to the US and those bases both in Qatar and Iraq, I mean, is that typical practice?
It is. So Iran is very, over the years, because of the myth has been allowed to grow about how powerful they are, they've become very astute at proxy wars, at sponsoring and planning terrorist attacks, and in their intelligence. They're very good in their intelligence program. However, when it comes to conventional warfare, they're not that great, but they use it to save face. So they can use ballistic missiles, makes them look technically advanced, and they can say to the people in their nation that they carried out this ballistic missile strike against the United States, and it saves face for them. That is where they use that the most.
Okay. Jonathan, we thank you for your insight this morning.